I give you Cornelius Bennett.
Oh, well, Hugh, thanks a lot. I only been in town about, now going on 4 hours. I took a red eye from Honolulu to get here. And I guess that kind of shows you the commitment that I have when I give my word. Tom Lawley told me about this award way long before that I knew that I was going to Honolulu, but I was able to fit the Honolulu trip in because I promised my kids last summer that I was going to take them to Hawaii. But one of the hurricanes hit where I live in Miami, and I was unable to take them, so I was fulfilling a dream of theirs to go to Hawaii, and also fulfilling a promise of mine to take them. And to get here, I told Tom, I said, I'll probably be on my last leg, but don't worry about it. I'll be here. And that's how I feel about Walter Camp. That's how I feel about the Walter Camp Foundation. I mean, these people have been good to me. 21 years ago, this weekend was my first time attending this awards banquet. Sitting on the desk, I think I was the second from my right. And during the benediction, I can remember, and I think one of the guys here may have been, I don't know who it was, one of the guys told me after the fact that he saw me praying during the benediction. What did I say? Well, I kind of kept it to myself, what I said, but I was like, you know, thank you, Lord, for bringing this little boy from Birmingham this far. I had no idea that I'd be back here today, and I would say it again, thank you, Lord, for bringing this old boy this far. It's been great. I would also like to thank my university, the University of Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, that's right, baby. That's Robbie Jones. I see you, baby. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. And my family, my mother and father. My father passed away a little over 2.5 years ago. And I would like to thank them for raising me in the way they did. My wife and kids who I left behind in Hawaii so they could have today and tomorrow there before they go back to school on Monday. They are here with me in spirit. My wife is Kimberly, and my two kids are Kamiko and Kavan. My daughter's going to be an All-American gymnast at the University of Alabama. My son hadn't decided yet at age 6 what he wants to do, but Mr. Blanks, keep the checkbook ready, baby. I wish you were there with the Falcons. Even though we had a Super Bowl team when I was there in '98, I wish you were there because I've heard great things about you. So congratulations to you also.
We want to, all the Southern boys want to solicit a ride home.
all the guys want to get on the plane and go back south. But I'll spend a night here since I only got here today. I've been here before in snowstorms, and I lived in Buffalo for 9 years, so I'll be all right. I know how to drive in the snow. But you know, I'm accepting this award, you know, for what I've done off the field as far as charity is concerned. And people ask me all the time about charity, where did it come from, and how did I get, you know, to be the kind of giving person that I am. Again, I'll thank the two people that I mentioned earlier, my mother and father. Growing up in Birmingham, Alabama, I grew up, my father in home, which was a rare, you know, which is rare in the inner city. You know, no bones about that. But my father worked at U.S. Steel for 33 years. And I was one of the few kids in my neighborhood that grew up with a mother and father at home. And we always had a little bit more than the rest of the people in the neighborhood. And as a child, I can remember neighbors coming over, borrowing a cup of washing powder, a cup of sugar. I mean, those things really do happen. If you haven't been there, I'm telling you, it's true. You see it on TV or whatever, but it's definitely true. And to have a mother and father who looked out for the rest of the neighbors and family members at Christmas time, my mother and father were Santa Claus to more than just my 5 siblings and myself. They were Santa Claus to cousins, neighbors. I mean, I've had grown-ups come up to me and say, man, your mother and father, they took care of us when we didn't know where we were going or what we were going to eat the next day. Things that mom and dad don't talk about. And then I sit back and I look back on, you know, why I'm the person that I am. that explains it. You know, my job is easy. You know, I grew up seeing it all my life, but I didn't realize it until I became a grown man. And that's, to me, I mean, that's the best charity in the world, reaching out to your fellow man. And when I had a chance to do this work with the Ronald McDonald House, I had done a little bit when I was in Buffalo, donating funds when I made a sack or tackles or whatever it was throughout the season. But to have a chance to join in with the co-ops of McDonald's in those 4 areas that were mentioned earlier, to put on this golf tournament, it was a no-brainer. At the time I accepted to do it, I didn't even play golf. I had to take golf lessons so I didn't look like a fool playing in my own golf tournament. But needless to say, it formed 2 different loves, a love for the Ronald McDonald charities and a love for golf, which I spent a lot of time doing now. That's why I'm in Miami. But I'll say I'm all right. I won't say how good I am, but I'm all right. I can hold my own. But we happen to raise over $150,000 a year. Our golf tournament is a 2-day weekend, 2-day tournament, and I have some great people to come in. Actually, I've also put together with Joe Cribbs, Auburn guy, we put together a golf tournament in Birmingham that we're going to host our first annual this year. And also I'm having my first annual golf tournament in Miami in a few weeks. So golf has been an outlet through football to give me a chance to help others. And it's just been a love affair that I hope that'll continue, because I truly love giving back, because I've had so many people and such good parents to teach me and to give to me. With that, I would like to say thanks again to the Walter Camp Football Foundation for bestowing this honor upon me. I wish my father, who, like I said, passed away a couple of years ago, was around. I got inducted to the College Football Hall of Fame along with Mark May a few weeks, well, a month and a half ago now. And that's all I can sit and think about was my father. I wish he was here with me, but I know he's looking down upon me. I lost my dad. He was 81 years old, so my dad was an old dude when he had me, but I appreciate it. And my mother, she can't be here with me. My mother's, she's on kidney dialysis, diabetic, but I know she's here with me also. But again, to the Walter Camp family, thanks so much for having me. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I look forward to coming back again. And some of these faces, man, I'm happy to see you guys. You're keeping up, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks again.